Hi there. Welcome to today's Tuesday tip. Today I want to talk about my favorite tips for overcoming the fear of speaking up at work. It can be so hard to get comfortable speaking up and being heard. I know my second boss after I graduated, so my second professional job, my boss told me was brutally blunt. He wasn't wrong. And he wasn't being mean. He just was trying to help me understand that there are ways to deliver a direct message without beating people over the head with a two by four every time. And it took me, sadly, about 5, 6 years from the time he told me that to really get what he was talking about. And what he was trying to tell me was delivery matters. You can be very direct. You can be very straightforward. I am blunt. I am direct. I am known for being direct. I told a manager in a job interview that I'm going to call a spade, and I don't care who's holding the cards. Surprisingly, hired me. So it can work for you being really direct. However, it can also work against you. You can alienate people. You can get people annoyed with you and turned off, and where they don't like what you're saying and they don't listen because they think you're being rude or you're being aggressive or bossy is something that I've heard, and I know other women have heard, who are too bossy. Well, okay, that happens. So how do you do that? How do you get past that being too direct? I know for years, until I figured it out, I was a lot quieter in meetings and in what I was doing because I was afraid of putting my foot in my mouth, saying the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong person and ticking off a boss and getting myself fired, or getting labeled as a problem child and not having the chance to move up. I didn't want that, so I got quiet, and that's not me. Anybody who knows me knows that is not. Wasn't then, and it isn't now. But I had to figure out how to manage that. So instead of being silent, I started kind of working on it and watching other people and figuring it out. So here are my 3 favorite tips. So today it's Tuesday tips. You're getting 3 of them today. First, know your audience. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to your boss, his boss, so senior people? Okay, that's one audience. Are you talking to your peers, your colleague, people kind of at your level? That's a different audience. Are you talking to subordinates? Or often in my case, talking to people that worked out on the shop floor? That's a different audience. And it's a totally different game when you have a mix of everybody in the room. So what do? You need to deliver a direct message. You need to get information out there, and you've got this audience. Now what do? So once you figure out who are you talking to, now you can start really digging into how do I deliver this message best. And so tip number 2, watch your tone of voice. And I've seen things. There's a podcast I heard recently talking about how women can sometimes be more effective if they're hesitant or tentative. Very much they defer to men when they're speaking. That's, again, if you know me, that's not me. I think you can be assertive, but it's that tone of voice. And one of the ways I think about it is I have 2 20-something boys. And when I was asking them when they were 5 or 6 to clean up their rooms, hey, let's go clean up your room. Come on, this will be fun. We can get it done really quick. Versus when they hit their teenage years. Yeah, that was a totally different tone of voice. Get your room cleaned up now. I told you all week. Or if you don't clean it up, I'll help you clean it up and I'll have a garbage bag. Not that that's ever been said in my house. Totally has. So it's different tones of voice. We do it every day. How we talk to our kids versus our spouse or partner versus our boss versus our best friend, it's all different. We use different tones of voices. And we can say the same thing to different people, and we'll use different tones of voices depending on who it is. Thank you. If you say thank you to a little kid for doing something, you may be gushing. You might be so excited. Oh, thank you. That was a great job. Yay. If you took that same tone of voice to a subordinate, it wouldn't go over well. So watch your tone of voice. What are you doing? Now, at work, if you're going to be presenting information and you need to share a direct message that could come across as blunt, the big key is to watch that tone. If you're nervous, it's very normal for your tone of voice to rise at the end of a statement. And if you do that, it'll start sounding like a question. And if you start finding yourself doing that, you start sounding like you're not sure of yourself. You don't sound confident. You sound like you're questioning what you're saying and you're looking for input. Not going to build your ability. It's going to hurt you. So watch for that. If you get the feedback that you sound like you're asking questions or whatever, it may be that your tone of voice is rising at the end. The pitch is going up. And if it's going up just a little bit, it sounds like a question. It sounds unsure. That's not what you want. You want people to believe what you're saying. They want to know you know what you're talking about. So keep your voice more level. And I'm not saying switch to a monotone where you talk like this the whole time and you never raise your voice or lower your voice. It's all the same. People will hang up on you or they'll mute you. They're going to stop listening. So you don't want that. You want passion. You want excitement. You want to be excited and interested in what you're sharing. And I'm doing that kind of right now without necessarily raising my voice at the end of the statement where I'm asking a question. So pay attention. Practice if you have to. Record yourself on your phone and watch. See what's going on. So watch your tone. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is manage your nonverbal cues. Body language and facial expressions can send a huge message to your audience. If you're in a meeting, you're sitting around a big table, lean forward. If you're leaned back like this, well, you're so interested. If you lean forward, you seem interested. Watch your resting face. It's very easy for me to end up with a RFB or RBF, resting bitch face. So you've got to watch that. So for me, because I know I can sit there, and if I'm really concentrating, I might get real intense looking. People will be like, "Oh wait, she's questioning what I'm saying." No, I'm just curious, and I'm not paying attention. So work on, again, film yourself, take pictures, stand in front of a mirror, work on creating a expert face, if you will. So what is it? For me, it'll be a slight smile. My eyebrows if I'm really interested, my eyebrows will go up. But sit there and look interested. Make eye contact. Lean forward. Make eye contact. Smile a little bit. And I'm not talking about that fake smile. We don't want a fake face, but something, just relax your mouth a little and look interested instead of, nobody wants that person. They want to be talking to somebody, "Oh, wow, that's really cool. Tell me more." So work on that. And if you start doing that and you keep your tone, warm, interested, exciting, level, calm, clear, confident, you understand who you're talking to, your message will be received better. And as sender, it's up to you to make sure that message is received. And honestly, you notice I didn't talk about the words you use. Studies have shown, and there's some controversial ones out of, I think it was UCLA, that will say the words you use are only 7% of your message. 7%. So you can say all kinds of things, and how you say it, the words you use matter less than the tone of voice, your body language, your facial expressions. They matter the most. It's 93% of the message, if you believe the study. And facial expression and body language, 55%. So pay attention to that. Practice, look at it, work on it. And what I found as I mastered some of that, figuring out how to deliver a message without smacking somebody upside the head with a 2x4, I became more confident, and it was easier for me to be more confident in speaking, which then meant people trusted me more. And then suddenly I wasn't afraid. And now I'll talk to anybody anytime. So if you're afraid of speaking up for yourself at work, practice delivering the message. Practice how you're going to look. Where are your shoulders? Are you like this, or are you hunched over? Practice, having your shoulders relaxed. Practice having an interested face. Practice your tone of voice, and then go out and do it. Start small. Start in a small meeting. Maybe it's your team meeting. There, that's safer. And then eventually, as you get more confidence, it will be easier for you to talk to the bigwigs, the bosses, anybody. That will help you grow your career and give you a lot more confidence. And you won't be afraid to speak up for yourself. And you can get what you want and create the career that you crave. Hope this helps. I'll see you around. Have a great day.